this is Umbra2614 and today I'm back in Nishtown server, thinking that I might actually condense part 3 and 4 into one video, so let's get right to it. So as you may notice, the start area, or spawn area of Nishtown server has changed a little bit. We've now got a little teleportation network in here, done with IC2. Mainly because the fact is you can't have Thorncraft on the server yet, and we don't have EE either, so we can't really do too much. So yeah, it's a little addition, and I think from memory, if I dig down here for a sec, which is the wrong one. No, it looks like it's done that one. Anyway, basically underneath here, I believe there's probably, I think we counted it up to around about 25 billion EU storage. So this place will never run out, which is good. Anyway, let's get back onto topic. Get back to the thing that that we're all here for, which is the Redstone Bank. Now, I have changed it up a little bit, as I did mention in a previous video. As you can see, this entranceway has changed a lot. Now, basically what Nishtown wanted was somewhere that he could enter his code in privacy, so no one else could get his code, so I moved it to this. So what we do now is basically you've got another door here, which when you walk in, it locks behind you. Yay! And your keypad is pretty much as standard as before. Now, once you've actually entered your code, you press the enter button, and it unlocks this door again, and also unlocks this door for about 10 seconds. After that it just automatically closes, and this bit is essentially the same as before. And to get out, you just go through here. Like that. And it closes. Cool. So, let me add my code into this just for now. We're just going to test this out, so people can see how everything works. Be right back. Okay, so my code has been entered, and like I said before, enter button opens up the doors. I can walk in here, and there's my vault open. Cool. Alright, so let's get into the mechanism of that. It's actually pretty simple. Well, Red Power has made it simple, put it that way. Sorry about the cut there, but anyway, let's get back into it. So, basically behind here, we have a simple RS latch. Now, the latch is connected up to these pistons on the main side, as you can see here, and also is connected up to these pressure plates, so when you walk on them, apart from the visual glitch, it actually activates this RS latch and then sends a signal up to the pistons. Now, to reset the latch, you either have to press the enter button, or press the button which is outside, which is both connected to the same thing here, and unlocks the door. Very simple. Now, if we dig in the right spot, the line runs down here. Now, this line runs up to the enter button, so don't need to worry about that bit. But in here, got a simple repeater, which is just essentially for delay, that's all it is. And another set of gates. Now, this gate is a state cell, which is set to 10 seconds. And then you've got a NOT gate, which is also activating this one here. So, what this one does is when the enter button is pressed, activates a state cell for 10 seconds, which in turn turns off this NOT gate and opens up this gate. Very, very simple. Well, due to Red Power, it's simple anyway. You can obviously change the delay on that one if you wanted to have it open for less time, but yeah, I found that 10 seconds seems to work pretty well. Alright, so as before, my code for the vault has been entered. So let's have a look behind the wiring. Now, obviously this has been moved from over in that direction to here, so you would think that it's pretty much the same. Well, ever since I actually got a video response on my second video, I thought, why not change it? That's right. Thanks, thanks Damnedsky for this little design here. Very, very handy. Yeah, I just found it really awesome. And the good thing with this is if I plan to actually add some more digits later or something like that, it makes it very, very easy. Just add a next one or a next one or a next one, etc. Yeah, awesome, dude. Cheers for that. It's really good work. Anyway, so if you followed his little design, all these basically is on the back of the buttons. You've got your redstone repeaters. Like you said in his video, you don't particularly need to have them, but I just like to have them there anyway. These run into the corresponding colours. They're all over the place due to the fact that I'd kept the same setup with the cells. Then from there it just runs into some jacketed bundled cable and then into bundled cable. Bundled cable hits all of these note blocks along here. These are all the same tone. The only reason that they're the same tone is that basically if someone tries to listen in while someone's doing their code, they can't guess it by the tone of the button. So that's the main reason. Then everything runs down here. Bundled jacketed cable runs straight down here into the setup. Now, instead of coming in from this side as before, it's all just been moved over to this side. Now, due to the cells requiring a redstone input always on, I've just got some NOT gates in here as well. So when the button is pressed, it deactivates a NOT gate and activates a line. I've also changed the reset line as well. Now it's set to a wireless system, so it just makes it a bit neater. I don't personally like to use wireless on a server, but in this case it doesn't really matter, because the thing is all it's going to do is just going to pulse the reset, and that's about it. You know, it's not going to open anyone's vault or anything like that. Also, whenever you hit the reset, it sets up these little note blocks here as well. So let's get ourselves a wireless remote. Now, because I'm OP, I can do this, so don't worry about it too much. Set it to frequency. There you go. And I'll also reset my door up the top there as well, but that's fine. Yeah. Because of server lag, it tends to stuff up a little bit, but it's still not too bad. Either way. But yeah, the rest of the setup here is exactly the same as before. It's just been changed over to this side. And yeah. So, let's get into the cell explanation. Now, I'm going to be doing this on a single player map because I don't want people getting other people's code. And yeah, anyway, we'll be right back on the single player map. Alrighty, so here we are on a simple flat test world. I've set up the system pretty much as it should. I've used Damnedsky's little thing here, but I haven't added the note blocks at all. I've also set up the RS latches and everything as they are on the server as well. I didn't show this because you should have watched, well, theoretically, you should have watched part 2 before part 3, so you should know about this. Now, in terms of the cells, there is 2 ways of doing this. Because I'm difficult, I like to have it this way, so you have your NOT gates and the lines active, so that means you would end up using a null cell and an invert cell. If you didn't want to have this, you can use a null cell and a non-invert cell to do the same job, but because I just wanted to have it this way, it just makes it easier for me. Pretty much about it. Now, all of these are aligned to a certain digit. So, this one is a little bit better in terms of the colours. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, etc., whatever. And they're just aligned as 1 to 9. Now, what you might have seen when I pressed this button is it actually activated this latch. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set this code up to a 1, 2, 3, 4 passcode. Let's turn it to date. So to a 1, 2, 3, 4 password. Something very, very simple. Yeah, so we've got our setup here, we've got our latches built, so how do we do the cells? Well, it's pretty simple. because this is connected up to the first button, or number 1 over there, what we do is we put an invert cell on the first line. All the rest are null cells. Alright. On the second line, what we end up doing is the inverse of this. So, because this is a 1 here, this is a null cell here. And all the rest are invert cells. Follow me so far? Right, so let's make the second digit, which we're going to make number 2, which will be the orange one. So we grab our invert cell, put it here. Yeah, so it matches up with that line. And because we also have to set up the reset line, we put invert cells along here. Then we connect everything up with the null cells. Like that. And once you've got all of them connected, you'll notice that they all turn off. And basically, all you do is continue this pattern. So, let me finish off the rest of this and I'll be right back. Alright, so the rest of the code is finished, so let's test it out. So, the password should be 1234. Now the 1 is already pressed, as you can see from over here. 2. Second one's activated. 3. Third one's activated. And 4. And the last one's activated. And that would then go into bundling cable to your pistons or whatever you wanted to do. Yeah, that's essentially it. It's a very simple setup, and like I said in part 2, it's duplicated. So once you do one line, you just continue going on and on and on. And also, like I did say in the part 2, you can make this code as long as you want. You don't need to make it 4 digits either. You can make it 25 if you want to. It's fine. And because it's red power, there won't be any lag between the cells, and yeah, which is really good, especially for a server, because people don't want to sit there, you know, waiting for the redstone to update all the time. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I said it again, didn't I? Anyway, this has been Umbra2614 signing off. See ya.